Howdy everyone from Panorama City, California. So the girls are taking a potty break before we head into the store. I am at the Home Depot because the unit that I'm dispatched on to pick up can't pick it up till tomorrow anyway. They want a 24-hour appointment notice, and I'm like, ma'am, I was an hour away when I got dispatched on this. But in talking with her on the phone, she said the problem that she's run into, she said, you're the third transporter that has come to pick this unit up because it doesn't have safety chains. And I said, I'm not exactly sure how to deal with a unit that doesn't have safety chains. I said, but I'll tell you what. I said, I will be the last transporter that you have to deal with. I said, I will make it happen. Let me make a phone call. And of course, I was going to call my mentor. And so I called my mentor and I said, hey, I remember when I hired on with Horizon, they said one of the things that we had to have was a safety chain. And I said, I had it, and it was in the bottom of my toolbox, bouncing around. It got all rusty, so I pitched it out. And I said, now I need it. And he goes, yeah, that happens. So he told me, because I'm like, I get about a safety chain, but I don't feel comfortable hooking it up. I've never had to hook up a safety chain to a unit that you need a chain for. So he gave me some pointers on what to do, how much to get, some hooks or things, and he used terminology that I'm like, yeah, I kind of knew what he was talking about. So, are we pottied? Okay, so we're gonna walk in. I wanted to show you something though. I'm gonna zoom in. Over there, I come past all of the, okay, I'm gonna try to keep the camera steadied over there for a while. But over there, at that end of the parking lot, there are gobs and gobs of trucks of whole bunches of dudes standing around. And on the side of their trucks are little signs that says demolition, demolition. And I get the impression that what they do is they kind of hang out here in the Home Depot parking lot waiting for work. And I'm like, well, that's one way to do it. And so because I think my truck is cool, I drove by them real slow so they could really look at my truck. I'm bad, aren't I? I'm like, that's right. She's gorgeous. That's right. She's a gorgeous truck. Come on. Tell me that ain't one gorgeous truck. All right. Shopping is complete. I don't trust myself, so I'm hoping I did this right. So this is what I've got going on. Are you okay if I leave the door open? Don't fall out? All right. So this is what I've got going on. I purchased 2 of these. This is what it looks like open. And I was up against 2 issues. Here's my chain. I bought 10 feet of chain. Maybe that's more than I need, but I was afraid 6 feet, because in my mind I'm visualizing 6 feet, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look like that's enough. So I wanted to make sure that this chain, or this whatever this is called, would fit through the chain link, right? I needed to make sure it would do that, because just in case it wouldn't fit into this here on my truck, which it does. I did check it does fit. So I could do it either way. I can either run this hook through my hook on my truck, or I can put it inside the links of the chain. So either way, I'm good to go. Because I threw my last chain away, I went ahead and I bought a toolbox. Yes, ma'am, I hear you. I hear you. So I got a toolbox to put it in because I do not like a nasty, rusty, messy chain. So the chain will go in here, which means what I need to do here is I need to rearrange my toolbox, because as you can see, it's full of stuff. So it's time for Mama to rearrange her toolbox a little. So that's what I'm going to do on this nice overcast day in this parking lot with all these guys walking around. Yeah, I don't know where else to go. So I'm just going to act like I belong and we're going to get it done. So I'm going to rearrange some things. All right. That's what we've got for now. Okay, Chloe, will you hold my phone for me? You're such a brat. They got to go into the store and people said, hey. They're like, oh, they're so cute. And I'm thinking, yeah, of course they are. All right. Let Mama get this done, right? All right, I got everything, I think, the way I want it situated. So it's just a matter of putting everything back in there. But a few of the items we'll store in the toolbox because I had plenty of room. So I've got an extension cord that I always carry with me, some extra straps, my not my panel hook, I'm sorry, my articulating hitch, fifth wheel kingpin lock, and the chain. And of course in the tray will be the hooks. And I think it'll be just a matter of putting everything back in there, and I think it'll work out pretty good. So that's what I got going on. Chloe has been my wonderful assistant. She's assisting Mama. Alrighty folks, I had to do quite a bit of rearranging to get things to fit, and I didn't get it all to fit in the toolbox, so I had to rearrange the front seat some to get everything to fit, but we're back squared away the way it should be. Just by the way, this bag is only used for when I go to Airbnbs and motels. I can just grab it and go real quick. And the girls' bag there. This is new because I'm like, hey, I've got paperwork and I don't want to leave it in the storage shed where mice can chew on it. Pretty sure I can't fit not one more thing in this truck. Not one more thing. Right, Biscuit Bean? Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. Mama's little assistant. Hey, big girl. Yeah, we're done. I just need to put everything away and take the cart back, and we're done. Big girl. So here we are in line at the In-N-Out Burger. I ordered a patty for the girls each, and they're just checking it out. This town, Panoramic, it's not a town that I feel particularly comfortable in, and I'm not sure where I'm going to park for the night that I'm going to feel safe. That's all I have to say. But In-N-Out Burger first. I drove 45 minutes to get here, and I feel much safer, even though this place is crazy. It's crowded. There's no parking out front, but I managed to find right by these concrete barriers, you see them in the mirror, I found a place kind of where bobtails park, which is right next to the fuel island, and I feel much safer here. So we have a place to stay for the night.
2,000 years later.
Alrighty people, I am here at the customer in, what is it, Panorama, California, and I'm going to refuse the unit, and I will tell you why. I'll show you why. I'm not too worried about that damage. That I can report, no big deal. But these jack stands won't go up any higher, and that means I'm going to have very low clearance, and I do not want to drag this unit to Vegas with that low clearance. And then I also noticed on the back The jack stands are down also. Those might come up, but the ones on the front, he said they won't come up any higher. And so for that reason, I'm going to refuse it. I've taken pictures of the damage, and I'm going to email my traffic manager and let her know why I'm not taking the load, taking the unit. And so I'm going to pull on out of the lot here, and I'm going to hit the reload board and see if there's something else I can do. Let's see what else kind of trouble we can get into today. What? You don't want to mess with them dogs. Those are big dogs over there. They are big, big, big.